everything. And Kevin, the game of basketball opens so many doors for him to search.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Trailblazers. Allen passes to Lillard. He feeds it to Carmelo. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Back to KD. And KD throws it down.
This is what a leader does. Good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. And here's McCollum for 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Pass to LeVert. Shoots the 3. No good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's McCollum. Sinks the 15-footer.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from there.
High post Allen. Outside Irving. Durant for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Durant's got 5 points so far.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here's Nurkic. Covington with the bucket.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. Pulls up from the corner. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for. But you can't get them all to go.
And the dunk by Covington.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Nurkic with the steal. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Irving. And there it is for him. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from Missy.
And he comes up with the deuce.
I like when Irving turns on the jet. Amazing quickness on the drive from the speedy guard.
The feed to McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. When the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
I mean, he's a strong finisher. He exhibits great body control. Irving, he's a special talent.
Pass to Nurkic. Anthony looking it over. Nobody near Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. All the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Brown kicks to Jordan. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Harris inside the line.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Here's Little. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Dinwiddie checked in for Bruce Brown. That one falls, so hit both of them. Nets trail by 8. Here's Dinwiddie. Offline with his 3. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. After a promising rookie campaign last year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Little. The Nets making the switch here. LeVert's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. .133 left to play in the first quarter. Now the pass to Harris to stop the run. Hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Trailblazers leading by 9. The open shot, Lillard. Offensive rebound. Right side. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And that one, good. Harris has got 5.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Trent, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that one's good, Lillard.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they shot the basketball.
LeVert kicks to Dinwiddie. And the dunk by Jordan.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
It's good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Nets trail by 11. Jordan the pass to Harris. Nets working the ball around now. LeVert from outside. And the Nets another 3.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Just 2 seconds in shot clock and game clock. Sensational block. And he's able to get it back. Lillard with the bucket.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. Harris outside. From the arc. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Love how hard Collins plays on this end. He goes all out to stop whoever he's on.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll return shortly.
I look to the times where things are going well. So this is going to come to pass. You know, someday this is going to be history, and we're going to be in a better position. And I want people to look at me and remember how I responded when, you know, things didn't go my way.
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. Whiteside is out there with Little. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. They get it back. Here's Jordan. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Took him no time at all on that one. Durant's got 7 points in the game. Trailblazers leading by 6. To the middle. Here's Lillard. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Jordan kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. A three-pointer off the mark.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Here's Little. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Durant launches from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. He's got 10.
I mean, it is insane that Durant shoots from behind the arc like it's a free throw. Just an easy motion from him that deep.
Now a timeout called by Portland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Outside Hood. Pass to Nurkic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Harris. Here's Durant. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. KD's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And it's LeVert missing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
The pass to Nurkic. Fires for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Luwawu. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland leading by 7. Anthony kicks to Nurkic. Shoots from the high post. And he connects with a jumper. 6 points for Nurkic.
Evolving his game over time. That's what's going on. I mean, look, this demonstrates growth. Nurkic looking willing to challenge himself with these shots.
Now here is Harris. He has 5. Pass to LeVert. Fires the 3. The shot comes out. Now Portland takes it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And it's sent back by PD.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
For 3, Jordan trying to free himself up. It'll go. The Portland lead is now just 6 points with the basket from Durant.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Hood with it, picked up by Harris. Hood can't get it to go. Nets have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting this mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Timeout called the Nets. Greg, is a young player, one of your mentors was back again. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as we were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was a consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the off-season honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Dinwiddie is checked in for Brooklyn. Both free throws, good from Kyrie Irving.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 4-point game. Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by Brown. Covington with the steal. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
What confidence from the rangy swing man. I mean, he knows what it takes to convert from there.
Outside Irving. And it's Portland with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Collins wide open. He fires. Here's Covington. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker. I mean, the number of points they scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Collins, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 9th assist in the game now. Nets trail by 6. Allen for 3. Here's Prince. The kick out to Irving. And too much time in the lane to get called for the 3-second violation. Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's Lillard. Got a hand on it. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. Brown wide open. He fires. The second chance effort. And Allen with the layup. Allen's got his first points for the game.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel.
Oh, big time shot. He just beat the buzzer. Wow. He barely beat the buzzer right there.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Good battle going on tonight. What has been the approach?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys, get some deflections, and get some easy baskets.
We'll see if we can keep it going in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Pat. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 12 points, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. Well, he's been an elite scorer. And that'll do it.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Nets trailed by 7. On out there with Jerry Allen. Then there's Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And for Portland, they're shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Now here's Allen. Back to Dinwiddie. The tray. Second shot opportunity. Here's the three. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think it was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. He clearly has something left to offer.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Lillard against Jordan. McCollum left side and finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. And when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Now here's Jordan. 8 points for him. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Lillard. He's got 15. Basket counts.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Nets trailed by 9. Allen, right side. Passes it to Irving. Back to Allen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And again, it's the Nets missing. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Well, look how quickly Lillard leaps out of transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
The kick out to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Lillard dishes to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Good check in for Portland. Not quite 2.5 minutes play here in the second half. Here's LeVert, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now, here is Irving. 13 points in the game, and they double up Jordan. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Portland now. Trailblazers leading by 14. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Count the basket. Anthony's got his second basket of the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Brown outside. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got 11 points. The Nets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Here's Lillard, and again is Portland converting.
All right, I'm telling you, don't let Lillard get in rhythm. Once he's feeling it, he's going to burn you on every possession.
Timeout called the Nets. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has a polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
And the winning mentality, Durant, he can take over games. He puts the team on his back.
Lillard, add that basket to his impressive total. Brings it to 10 for 14.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. He's working his tail off. And the deep, struggling to keep up.
Back to LeVert. KD looking around. Good on the three-point shot. KD's got 6 in the quarter.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Trent passes to Collins. Lillard against LeVert. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got 13 points here in the second half alone. There's the pass to Llewellyn. Prince kicks to LeVert. It's Durant on the wing. Lets the three fly. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists now in this one. Trailblazers leading by 16. And Durant comes to help. Lillard finds Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
This is a 7-foot difference from Whiteside. Able to reach up and go to work right over the defense.
Pass to LeVert. Outside for Durant. Over Collins. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Lillard misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. That's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Little. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Durant for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And here's Little. 12 points for him. Chalk up 2 there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. We'll get right back to the action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. What great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, if you're the coaching staff, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. Here's McCollum. The rebound by the Nets. Prince has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harris finds Dinwiddie. And here is Prince. Durant for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? Instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Dinwiddie. KD on the wing. It's up a 3. Rebounded by Anthony. And Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A deep three from Durant. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Gotta love the aggressiveness of McCullough. He doesn't back down from the defense. Embraces getting hit while shooting.
First one falls for him. Allen's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Landry Shamet. And Portland with the change here, too. Nurkic is checked in. And so McCollum nails both of them.
Even though he's undersized, McCullough is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
And that one drops.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Trailblazers leading by 23. To the paint. And he jams it with authority.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCullough will find it.
Durant for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Passes to Trent. Here's Covington. Outside Anthony. McCollum outside. Covington passes to Trent. Shot clock at 6. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Outside for KD. From past the arc. Good on the triple. KD's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Portland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Trent passes to McCollum to the right side. Trent gets the bucket. Timeout called, the Nets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high-percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Brooklyn's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Irving. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
The ability to work angles and convert with either hand. I mean, Irving with a beautiful move there.
Portland leading by 20. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Lillard, right side. And it's off from three-point range. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's KD. Good. And Harris gets the assist. KD's got 35.
I'm surprised Durant didn't get the call there with all that contact on the shot, but still a nice finish.
Lillard against Dinwiddie. A pass to Nurkic. Now here's Anthony. Clock at 6. McCollum against Irving. Here's Nurkic. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 20. Dinwiddie passes to Harris. Out to KD. From deep. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Allen, that's good.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Trailblazers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lillard.
His passes were crisp tonight. Pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assist.
The first free throw is good.
And, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, the team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. Have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Jordan against Whiteside. Hits it to Hood. And now we're going to try to foul intentionally.
Give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little, too late.
That free throw good from Hood.
An already proven scorer. Hood needs to keep adding to his game, specifically focusing on becoming a better all-around versatile player.
Both free throws good from Hood. Nets trailed by 19. A 3-ball. Here's Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Credit to Jordan for finishing in spite of the foul. He never relents on the play.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting the Portland, Anthony Simons.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. Pass to Karuch. And here is Brown. Back to Karuch. Jordan inside. Whiteside's there. And here's Brown outside. And it's good, assisting on the play with Jordan.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Here's Simons. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Oh, they must ramp up the effort level, the intensity level. They're making it too easy for him out there.
First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Right side, Kevin Durant. There's the 3. That's good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. They're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Damian. Congrats on the win. How has your game evolved within this offense?
Well, there's a lot of pick and roll in the NBA right now. Scoring point guards that stay in attack mode and make the right plays are the most successful. And, that's what they want me to be. They want me to make plays and be aggressive offensively. And I'm most successful that way. And I think I thrived in it tonight.
You definitely were on the move and successfully. Thanks again, Damian. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. See you later. Famous We Love Houston sign just off Interstate 10. We're coming to you from the Toyota Center in the biggest city in the Lone Star State. It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with C.J. McCollum's college days playing ball at mid-major Lehigh University. He said, we had solid players, but we also had guys who'd become doctors, lawyers, working on Wall Street. I liked it that way because I worked my way up. When you come from a small school, you appreciate it that much more. Kevin?
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes to players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in the center position. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And there's Gordon, and it's House in at the 4. Anthony on the wing. Back to Lillard, and there's the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
Harden dishes to Westbrook. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team. Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter. And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
Now, here's Nurkic, the 11-footer. Rebound by House.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Gordon, the pass to Harden. Over McCollum. And he overshot that one, missing. And, Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook, not the floor spacer they looked to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
Now here's Lillard. Harden missing his last shot. Lillard attacking, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
There's more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damian Lillard is.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer, Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 10, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts for the game. And he knocks down the first one.
Nurkic plays with a little bit of that edge, a little bit of moxie, and that toughness is something the teammates can rally behind.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker, and McLemore is subbed in for Danuel House. Westbrook, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one at the line is good.
Westbrook just plays with an incredible competitive fire and that energy right now. He's not taking any possessions off.
And the Rockets making a change here. Clemens is checked in. Portland leading by 5. Lillard looking around. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Anthony trying to get open. Hits. Caught that one from Nurkic.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Russell getting to the rim, one of my favorite things to watch the entire season.
Now Lillard. From downtown. Clemens with the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Gordon against Anthony. so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace.
What we've learned is staying together.
And great, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Just cashing in on second-chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Rockets. They've got Gordon. Green is out there with McLemore. Then it's Harden, and it's Rivers in at the shooting guard position. Here's Whiteside, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Whiteside's got 6.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Rivers. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Lillard. Trailblazers leading by 7, and it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcast. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Hood gets the bucket.
Both of these things start with H, Hood and hustle.
Rockets trailed by 11. And here are the second. 2 minutes gone by. And he gets the bucket. He's got 10.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. And Rodney Hood, not a big name player, Bones, but he's earned a ton of minutes wherever he's played over the course of his career.
A lot of people just really happy for Rodney Hood that he can continue his career coming back from a torn Achilles, and that's no easy task. So for him to just be back out on the floor and contributing in any way is a great sign.
McLemore, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
McCollum against Rivers. Anthony. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And see Melo slink himself into position there, and good timing on the offensive rebound putback.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Houston making some changes. Tabo Cephalosha is checked in for Green. P.J. Tucker comes in for Ben McLemore. And it's Russell Westbrook in for James Harden. Here's Anthony. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Back to Westbrook. Over McCollum. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Westbrook's got 13.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Here's Hood. They get a hand on it. Cephalosha with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Takes the 3. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Westbrook.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Melo's getting inside, maybe even under the skin right now. of the defense.
Portland may have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That free throw good from Anthony. Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. And both free throws good for Anthony.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe, but he has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Westbrook drives in. Again, the Rockets score. 1:58 left to play in the first half. Here's Trent, defended by Gordon. Collins, good.
Capable of torching you from that spot. Collins looking very comfy.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets, trailing by 10. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Here's McCollum, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Well, he knows how to get the shot off at any time on that pick and roll. Natural instincts taking over, and the experience helping McCollum as well.
Kicks it out to Gordon. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And another 3 for Houston.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Stolen by Collins. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. McCollum passes to Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Westbrook with it. Now Anthony defending, and the basket is good. Westbrook's got 25 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. No good, shot missing.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
With 1 on the clock, the shot, no good. And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. It's time now to go courtside.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us because you get it. Ernie Johnson, Penny Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He ended up with 15 points and 1 assist. And he doesn't get talked about that much, but Yusuf Nurkic, a big part of what this team does. Kenny, just how much does a guy like Nurkic impact the game?
Well, he's a traditional center who gives you what you need. Nurkic, check this out. He can get points without any touches.
Not only that, he's a terrific rebounder who can carry the load for the team. Look, when Nurkic is involved, he can change the game.
So is there some true center respect at play here?
No, of course not.
Sounded like there was.
It's good.
And that'll...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
On the court for the Trailblazers, hurrying up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Anthony in at the free spot.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Rockets trail by 10. Westbrook up top. Good D by Covington.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 20 points.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Double team on Westbrook. Shoots over Lillard. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Well, they've decided, and so has Russell, to ride his hot hand here tonight.
Trailblazers leading by 10. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. McCollum, no good. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Westbrook with the bucket. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
More power of Westbrook shown there. Not many guys can finish through contact like that.
Back to McCollum. Lillard outside. That ball. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. Timeout called the Rockets. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates, Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Rockets trail by 13. And stolen by Whiteside. 3-on-3. Here's Little. Sinks that one from the post.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Harden with it. Lillard picks him up. Harden, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Testament to the savvy of McCollum. The defender bites on his subtle move, then is left with no choice but to foul him.
So for the Rockets, Green comes in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Ben McLemore in for Danuel House. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Good checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. 17-point game. Westbrook kicks to Harden. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That is his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. River checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Another miss by Houston. And here are the Blazers. They're on a 14-4 run right now.
And Nasir Little, a player who fell on draft day, ended up with Portland. You know, he didn't do much as a rookie, but the potential is there.
For Nasir Little, it's going to come down to the defensive end of the floor. If he can get minutes out there and show that he's willing to get down in the stance, become a stopper, some of that offense is going to come along as the byproduct of playing with better offensive players.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. Inside, Little. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 6 points for Nasir Little.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Count it. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Trent passes to Lillard. Over Rivers. Here's Whiteside. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Rockets trailed by 19. And McLemore now atop the key. Kicks to Harden. Harden draws the double. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Portland the other way.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
McLemore dishes to Harden. Rivers in the corner. A three. Little with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And it's Little finishing it off.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
The three from Harden. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Little finishing it off.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and step forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He's off on the first.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. P.J. Tucker, he checked in for David Nwaba. Cephalosha comes in for Jeff Green. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Portland also making some changes. Collins checked in for Whiteside. Robert Covington comes in for Little. And Carmelo Anthony subbed in for Hood.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Drills the three-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence to range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And it goes down 2 points. Collins has got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. The Trailblazers making a switch here. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Here's Lillard. 25 points in the game. Here's McCollum. And he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
Well, sometimes CJ, just with movement alone, finds himself in the right spot, and this time picks up a couple of garbage points.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Portland out in front, opening up a huge gap. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. It's beautiful basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. They got P.J. Tucker. Cephalosha is out there at Frazier. And it's Clemens in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Frazier. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Pulls it up. And it's Simons missing.
He'd love to make him pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Clemens. They get the rebound. Tucker. And he battles the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Tucker's got his first bucket in this one.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. I'll retain possession. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Swanigan, guarded by Green. Hazonia takes to McCollum. hits the target from 18 feet.
And you give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
Westbrook drives in. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Westbrook's got 31.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Now here's McCollum. D right on him. And that one is good.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
It's stolen. Hezonja on the wing. And finished off by Hezonja.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Here's Swanigan, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, Hood does a good job there of surveying the floor and being ready to deliver the pass.
Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. 4-3, Westbrook. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
Here's Simons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And he makes the first. David Waba is checked in for Eric Gordon. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Whiteside's checked in. So he gets them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Green kicks to Harden. Here's Westbrook. Harden trying to get open. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Harden.
This is Westbrook just being an ultra competitor. He gets in there and the defense has nothing to do.
To the middle, here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Again, more attack mode play from Russell Westbrook. He just puts it on the deck and draws contact.
That's good from Westbrook. Rivers, he's checked in for the Rockets. Zach Collins checked in for Portland. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Portland. Here's Simons. Over to the left wing. Fires from deep. Hits it from 3-point range.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been awesome.
This is great when Westbrook starts to dictate the tempo of the game. This time he's doing it with the pass, setting up a teammate.
To the inside, Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Down low, here's Little. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Green, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's a minute 40 left in the game. Here's Simons to the paint, and Azania gets it to go.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
For Houston, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Portland.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays. We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Houston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Clemens with the bucket. Here's Simons. And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Both teams will make substitutions. Portland moving the ball around. Passes it to Hood. Here's Simons. Rebounded by Tucker. And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Harden. Westbrook's got 41.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
He hits both from the stripe. We got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. In Westbrook, here we go. Lays it up off the glass. Westbrook's got 43 points.
Hope that's not a defensive tactic, but that's what you saw there. Westbrook handling the rock and has the quickness to drive on pretty much anyone.
The first one falls. He's off on the second. Left side Westbrook. From down in the low post, it goes. Westbrook's got 45 points.
Well, the defenses are geared up to prevent Westbrook from getting to that position, so he just goes ahead and takes it.
And so they foul intentionally.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And that one goes in. 2 from line that time. Left side Westbrook. Over Hood. The putback. And so Portland takes it, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and the whole 2K Sports crew,